Ms. Pickard, he paid for the removal of the tree, and you're saying that he needs to pay to get the stump removed as well.
The stump's gone.
The stump is gone?
Gone. 18 inches down in the ground. Ground out.
Yeah,
If you look at this picture here, you can see that it's gone.
So what is the tree
repairing
removal?
the crack that was caused by the encroachment of the tree roots.
I get that you want money for the damage to your driveway, but what
Correct.
about the tree removal for $500 if the tree has been removed? Is
That
that
it needs-
getting the roots out?
Yes, the roots that are under my driveway need to be removed as well.
And so you tried to file a claim with insurance, is that right?
I had inquired with him to see if he would want to have the home insurance cover it, because I asked about my home insurance coverage, and they said, well, it's their tree, you should ask your neighbor. So that's why I asked him, do you want to look into having your own home insurance coverage cover it? And he said no.
When the defendant asked you about the city hall plans that you claimed showed that the builder planted this tree, he asked you for that proof. Why didn't you provide that? It may not even matter today, but why didn't you provide it then?
The landscaping map was not updated to the point where they showed where the tree had been planted originally. So that was not included in any city map that I could find.
All right, I'm gonna open it up to my colleagues.
Let me ask this question. Are you saying that the roots have grown all the way to there?
And it's heading towards my front lawn where there's irrigation. So it's going towards the water, basically.
So how do you know that?
Well, because I can see the roots where it originates from and where it goes to.
You can see that from this photograph?
Yes, the origination of the tree root, and it's actually more evident in the photograph he's providing.
The only way to find out is really to remove the roots, right?
Concrete.
Why don't you just remove it? And if you're right, then, sir, would you pay her for removing those?
No. No? Look. she's already-
Because of the law you provided us, correct?
No,
boundary
she's
dispute.
already gotten me to pay for the removal of the tree. I feel like I've gone far enough. You know, I took the tree down and I paid for all of that. She didn't pay for a penny of that.
So if she removed the roots and they've grown over to her side of her driveway, would you pay for half of the damage to her driveway?
No,
No.
unless she wants to pay for the replacement of my driveway.
Are you planning to replace your driveway?
No, I have a.
So, all right, so you're not.
Could I say something?
Please, yes.
She has a substandard pour on her driveway. If you
A
look
what?
at she has a substandard pour on her driveway.
Well, now we're getting.
What's that?
Well, no, I want to hear more.
Well, how thick is her slab? If you look at my slab, which there's pictures of here, you can see it's 3 or 4 inches thick.
All right. We can excuse the parties while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you both very much.
Great, thank you.
This court is again in session.
Look, this was a little difficult for us, and the reason is there really should be an easy answer here. There should be records available, there should have been a survey done, there should be something to bring to us to resolve the factual issue of whose property this tree was on. We didn't have that. So we are left to use our eyes and our common sense as the trier of fact in this case and figure out what's going on with this tree. In addition, we do have California law that says if a tree trunk is on the property of 2 individuals, they share responsibility for it. So with that, and without any more significant evidence of whose property this trunk may be on, our eyes tell us that you're both equally responsible because the tree was growing in between both of your properties. It would also, Ms. Pickard, make you half responsible for the cost that Mr. Bone has already incurred to remove the tree from the property because it was done at your request. He didn't unilaterally remove it. So there has to be an offset for that. Our verdict is that the 2 of you are equally responsible for this tree and therefore should split all costs equally. You were seeking $3,000 for your costs. Your half of that would be $1,500. However, we're crediting the defendant $800 for the $1,600 that he incurred to remove the tree that caused the damage. So the verdict is in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $700.